seems to be absolutely infatuated with SUVs at the moment, and I can see why. They offer this nice high driving position, a sense of security, they have that extra veneer of premium about them, and yeah, it's hard now to find someone's driveway without an SUV in it. So as you can expect, the manufacturers each want a slice of this pie for themselves, and so competition is fierce. Now, Kia aren't new to this SUV game anymore, and previous Kia Sportage incarnations have got better and better. So this is the 4th generation car, and I have to say, it is quite a good looking machine. With its wide tiger nose grille and bulging headlights, it certainly has its own distinctive character. Proportionally, it's quite pleasing as well. It's got this quite short, stubby overhangs at each end. It's quite a stout looking machine. Now, those of you blessed with the ability to read will have already noted that this is the first edition, as it's emblazoned all down the side of the door in Porsche 911 fashion. Now, whilst this doesn't go as fast as a 911, first edition does represent the best Sportage that money can buy at the moment. It's like a special edition, and it is loaded to the hilt with absolutely every single option. And we've got the 8-inch touchscreen display, we've got heated and cooled seats up at the front, there's heated seats in the back, reversing camera, it's got lane keep assist, it's got bi-xenon headlights, 19-inch alloy wheels, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, this specific Sportage is endowed with the 2-litre diesel engine, which produces 182 brake horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. It's then mated to this 6-speed automatic transmission down here. This car also has part-time all-wheel drive, which means you're probably better equipped than most whenever we have a bad winter here in the UK. But this total combination, Kia say, will net you over 44 mpg combined. Wind the clock back 10 or 15 years, and Kia were really making sort of budget cars for a very specific audience. Now, this one absolutely fights with the best, and the interior is a very good example of how it does that. Quality of materials are really good, there's lots of soft touch, there's plenty of leather in this car. Actually, it has like a 2-tone leather pack, this car. The design is really nice, it feels light and airy, especially thanks to this large glass panoramic roof above me, which opens also, lets in plenty of fresh air. There's also aluminium trim to the dashboard, the buttons are logically laid out. Also some glossy black plastics, which elevates the sense of classiness that the cabin has. Now, these seats, as I've mentioned up front, are heated and cooled. They're also quite supportive and very good on long motorway journeys, it has to be said. For rear passengers, you'll easily fit 2 adults back there. There is plenty of head and legroom, even for the tallest of varieties of people. Middle passenger, a relatively low transmission tunnel, so there's space for your feet there as well. And the boot is something else to be impressed by as well, with 491 litres with the seats in place. Where you fold those rear seats down, it comes to 1,480 litres, which is a really good amount of space for the family. It's good news when it comes to driving the Kia Sportage as well, because although these 19-inch alloy wheels do thump a bit into potholes, that's predominantly due to their size. Smaller alloys are available. The ride isn't overly firm, the car's relatively composed. Yeah, there's a bit of body roll into corners, but it's a tall vehicle, so that's expected. There's loads of grip, and it's very, very neutral. The steering's nice and light. Automatic gearbox, generally speaking, knows what it's doing. Though this isn't the new dual clutch auto gearbox from Kia. You have to go for another model to get that. It's not available with this 2-litre engine. However, what I will say is that the 2-litre engine maybe isn't the best choice in the engine range. I think the real sweet spot is going to be that 1.7-litre diesel that we've tried in other Kias. It's a relatively refined car with not too much wind noise and not too much road noise. Visibility is pretty good all the way around. It never feels cumbersome or, awkward to use because of its size. And so by that respect, parking's very easy, especially with the reversing camera, which comes standard on quite a lot of the models. Add to that this top car has park assist, which will do all of the difficult elements of parallel parking. It will park itself. So certainly using this car around town, especially with that fitted, if you're a bit intimidated by some narrower spaces, the car has it all covered. So all seems rosy then in the garden of Sportage, and I'd certainly agree with that statement, or at least I would, except for this specific model. You see, the First Edition costs from £31,650, which is a lot of money for this sort of car. Yes, it has every single toy that you could shake a stick at, and it's a lovely luxury to have.
However, for most people, I'd recommend the KX2 model. It starts from £20,500 and includes standard features such as 17-inch alloy wheels, dual-zone air conditioning, and a reversing camera. Overall, this new Kia Sportage doesn't just acquit itself very well against its rivals, it could well be the new class leader. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe for more on the latest and greatest cars to hit the road. For all of the latest automotive news, written reviews and coverage from motor shows, go to www.insidelane.co.uk.